We as humans, as we explore, as I go out into space, I'm carrying with me several things. I'm carrying with me the real human perspective. When I'm on the Hubble Space Telescope, which just a year ago I was up on the Hubble Space Telescope, I bring with me that intuition that a robot doesn't bring with it. That intuition has to be remote. And as we go farther and farther out in space, it becomes more and more difficult to carry that human ability with us. Now, in fact, we do send surrogates to remote places. We've sent these wonderful rovers to the planet Mars, and they do what we cannot currently do. They explore Mars, but at a very slow pace. And so humans have the ability over months to assimilate the data, understand the context, and then plan the move the next meter. The kind of thing that a human on site would do in the fraction of a second. And so part of why humans provide so much advantage when we explore is because of the speed of progress. We're very impatient. We are only on this world for 70, 80, if we're lucky, 90 years. We want to accomplish things in a human lifetime or in what we project to be our kids' or their kids' lifetime. If we were to purely rely on robots to be our surrogate explorers, the pace of exploration would actually be, I think, extraordinarily long. We would only be able to go to some of the close places. Now, that being said, sending robots to Mars, sending robotic explorers out of the solar system, you have to ask, well, how do you decide? When do you send a robot? When do you send a person? In fact, always when we send robots, it's a partnership. Robots have never discovered anything. Only people have discovered things, using the robots as tools. And so those places that people can go, to the moon, to Mars, perhaps to moons of Saturn, those are places that we will eventually go. And when we go, we will have robotic precursors to examine the context first, because it'll be easier to send a robot out ahead of us, but eventually we'll catch up and explore in much more depth. But there are some places, the vicinity of Jupiter, which has a nasty magnetic field, a nasty radiation environment, that we probably don't want to go. And for those applications, we'll try and develop more and more clever robots to act as surrogates for us. Because after all, we're a biological system, and we don't want to go somewhere that's going to kill us. That's why we send the robotics we do to the deepest oceans, because under those pressures, we can't easily devise a submarine for humans to survive down there. Okay, so if we can't go easily, we can send robots, because we can design them a little bit easier. We don't have the luxury of redesigning the human structure and the human body yet to go to some of these extreme places. So one could say, if people can go and there's a human advantage, send the people with the robotic partnerships. If for some fundamental physics reason the human can't go, and we still want to explore, well, then that's purely the domain of robotics, keeping in mind that it's still the information that the robotics send back that allows us to make the discoveries and exploration.